Hey yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Justin. We back in it, bitch. And in today's video, y'all already know what we doing. Tyson Fury versus Usyk 2, the rematch. Let's get it. Alright, so last time y'all remember what happened. It's one of my most viewed videos at that time. I think like within like a day, it did pretty decent, or at least I think it was that video. Did I even fucking do a predictions? I don't even remember. But it's time to talk about it, man. So, who wins this fight and why? Let's talk about Usyk. What is Usyk's strength coming into this fight? I think that his strength coming into this fight is the fact that he I wouldn't say nearly finished, but that he was pretty successful in hurting Tyson Fury last time. Y'all already know what I'm talking about. Y'all saw the fight. Y'all seen it, a couple of times over and over. Y'all already know what I'm talking about when he hurts him. And I think that this time you'll be a lot more confident in thinking like, oh shit, like I could, like I heard him last time, like I could definitely hurt him this time. And if he sees him doing the same things that he was doing last time, because Tyson Fury, he does a lot of the same shit all the time. Every time you see him fight, he does the same fucking things. He does like the same patterns and shit is always there. So if he gets a good read very quickly into the fight, using his high fight IQ, I think he could, catch Tyson Fury badly. And maybe even, Usyk could sit down on shots a little bit more this time. I still think he's going to do a lot of what he did last time, just because, that's his style. That's what he does. It's just what he does. He's, the Ukrainian boxer. He is the definition of a Ukrainian boxer. And it's not even like, oh, because, he is a Ukrainian, it's because of the style. That's what I'm specifically talking about. Because, you have fighters that are, for example, Mexican, but, they don't have the Mexican style. And also with other people like Cubans, they don't all have the Cuban style. Almost all of them do, but there are some that don't have the Cuban style. Now, Tyson Fury, what are his strengths? I think his strengths are way harder to point out just because he's delusional about what he said, that like, oh, I think that he got decision because Ukraine are at war right now with, Russia, and that's a delicate situation. That's a bunch of bullshit. I don't know if he genuinely believes it. I think he might actually genuinely believe that bullshit. Honestly, I really do think he might actually believe that. But hey, man, you can't change an opinion of a deluded man. You just can't do that. So I think that his biggest strength is his delusion. However, it could also be his biggest downfall. Because if he's been saying like, oh, I don't need to change nothing, that's bullshit. You need to go out there and really try to rip his head off. Now, I'm not saying like, oh, you need to go balls to the walls just first round, bow, bow, bow. Like, you don't need to do that. That's just that. You don't need to go out first round like, whoo. Like, you just don't, you don't gotta fucking throw the KSI overheads. You don't gotta throw the Ngannus, you know what I mean? You don't gotta throw everything at him first round. But what you do gotta do is, you gotta use your fight IQ, you gotta read the situation. You gotta try to stop yourself from doing certain things that you always do, in which, he will read and, catch you, you know what I mean? That you'll make you pay for, so to say. He just needs to be more aggressive. Even when I was watching the first fight, I was like, damn, he's not being aggressive enough. And I think that's probably one of the things in boxing that is one of the things that pisses me off the most, is when fighters aren't aggressive or even nearly aggressive enough. Like, for example, Tank, when he fought Frank Martin, there was a point in that fight where Frank Martin was just, doing the Mayweather, the Philly show, and just running around the ring. I believe he did that for like 3 fucking rounds, counting the round when he got knocked out, when he got his ass knocked the fuck out by Tank. But yeah, that's one example and then you got a bunch of Canelo fights where back in the day, Canelo just used to steamroll through guys because they wouldn't, it's almost like they didn't try. Like, they would go against other dudes and then look like, world beaters and shit. And, obviously, they're not to the level of Canelo, but still you think to yourself, like, if you bring out this, level, even a little bit of this into a fight with Canelo, you could look pretty aight, And then they go in there and then they look like they don't belong anywhere near him. That's the shit I mean. That's the shit that pisses me off. When you stoop to a level where it looks like you shouldn't even be in this fight. You know, even if it's in moments, you know, just things like that. And, you know, like I said, this is what happened to Tyson Fury last time. He was just, you know, on the back foot, just flicking jabs in his face, this close, relatively to, you know, their size, you know, this close. And he was just doing the same thing, you know, flicking jabs from up here, going freak, freak. Like, you just can't do that. You can't be doing that BS, man. Like, you do that from, you know, in your range, in your range out of his. You don't do that shit in both of y'all range. That's dumb. So I think he just has to be a lot more smart, a lot more calculated. And as far as the taunting in the last fight goes, I don't think it was actually that bad of a thing. Honestly, I really don't think. It's only a bad thing when you're fucking getting your ass kicked and you're still doing it and you're still in their range. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only time where I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, are you dumb? Like, you're getting caught and you're still in the range. Like, what the fuck is you doing? Go get him. Get him. Get him. But yeah, that's my prediction. I think it's hard to go against Usyk. It's also tough for, you know, the boys over in the, you know, United States as well as UK. Because for us, we had, you know, Wilder, and he's retired as fuck. He's retired as fuck now. So that sucks. Heavyweight boxing for, you know, the United States now is pretty much dead in the water, at least for, you know, a little bit until we get a new nigga, you know, rising to the occasion, you know, coming up the ranks. Same thing for the UK. Like, Dubois, 30-year-old prospect. What the fuck? 30-year-old prospect already lost to Usyk. Like, I actually don't, I like the fact that Usyk doesn't mind rematches, you know. He didn't say nothing about, you know, this rematch or the rematch against AJ. And I don't think he even cares about, you know, like rematches, as long as he doesn't have to fight a guy, you know, 3 times, you know, rematch him twice. I don't think he really gives a shit. I think he just wants to, you know, fight everyone and, you know, just become the best, you know, get that money and shit. He's very much of like an old school type of fighter in that sense of like, oh, I'll keep fighting you. I'll fight you again. Let's go type shit. So it's gonna suck though, because, you know, depending on this fight, you could probably be like, you know, maybe Dubois has a chance. Obviously, he has a chance. It's heavyweight boxing, but no matter what happens in this fight, if Usyk wins, it's gonna be tough to root against them ever, against anybody. Even in this fight, like I said, it's hard to root against them. So I do have Usyk. I don't think he's gonna get the stoppage, just because I think Tyson Fury is gonna be coming into this like, yo, I need a, you know, I'm gonna be, you know, maybe more careful. He could get stopped if he goes balls to the walls, but honestly, man, it's do or die in this one. You gotta go for the kill. It's a kill or be killed, man. That's all it is. Kill or be killed for Tyson Fury. Whereas for Usyk, he's just gonna break him down, do what he normally does. So let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. My fucking lips are terrible. Your boy's gonna go put on some stuff for his lips, because this is the worst it's ever looked in any videos, and the worst it's ever looked in a while. Holy shit. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye bye. See y'all later. Tomorrow your boy's uploading again, so stay tuned and